Well, I think in our specific case, what's has become, I think, a pretty good, not a happy ending, but at least a good story so far is our crisis at Cadillac was, we were literally dying in several ways. One is we had a very old customer base that is loyal and had always bought Cadillacs, but pretty much 100% American and pretty much old. And that was in the 80s that we were continuing to lose sales, lose market share, and we had a serious crisis that arguably the flagship division of General Motors was no longer going to be competitive and no longer be the flagship. And that isn't a good situation for GM to be in, obviously, having its we call bookend division, but what should be setting the pace and what had for the first 60 or 70 years of General Motors really had a opportunity for people to move up and to sort of land and be the ultimate achievement and success symbol at Cadillac. So we had a serious crisis, and we spent a considerable amount of time, probably if you added it all up, upwards of a year around 1998 to kind of go back to square one, reevaluate our total business, and I mean total business, all the product and our positioning, our brand, what we stood for, our strengths, our weaknesses, sort of the kinds of things that would be talked about in management seminars like this, and come to some conclusions with a brand new strategic plan going forward as to what we had to do on, again, all fronts, product, communication, marketing, to become viable again to American consumers, and not 70 to 80-year-old American consumers, but 35 to 55-year-old American consumers that are in the luxury space that had all gone to our competitors, BMW, Mercedes, Lexus, and many of the new luxuries like Acura and Audi. So we had a big challenge, and the price tag for that was very, very large, and a serious commitment on General Motors board standpoint to come up with that kind of investment. So I could go on in the rest of that story, but that was probably our biggest crisis in my business, having been with Cadillac quite a while. And so we set down a course starting in 1998 that now is 10 years old, but for several product cycles, a whole new brand makeover, numerous changes that could go on for hours about that to try to set us back on a path and make us viable and successful again. So a large, complicated crisis.